Well, for more on what faces now Snowden, as he is confirmed to be in transit at a Moscow airport, let's talk to Maupin. He's from the International Action Centre Anti-War Group. Why do you think that Snowden is still in transit in Moscow and he hasn't gone to where he wants to go? It's turning out to be quite a long time, isn't it?
I think he's being very careful. He wants to make sure that he gets safely to his destination and nothing happens on the way. And with his other flights, with so many people knowing where he was going, he's in a real danger. You know, there's a whole history of airplanes being shot down, people being assassinated when they get in the way of what the bankers and the Wall Street corporations want. And so he's being very careful. You know, he's got his life in his hands right now.
But the US authorities aren't likely to shoot down a commercial jet, are they, with other passengers on board?
Well, the Cuban airlines with children on them have been shot down on numerous occasions, and he does intend to go to Cuba. You know, they're not above doing things like that. You know, things have been bombed all around the country. Children are killed with drones all the time, and with all the vital information that Edward Snowden has, it is not beyond them to kill innocent people.
And at the moment, of course, the longer he's there at Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport, it's going to be turning out to be more of a political problem for Moscow, isn't it? It's going to be a tricky situation.
Well, you know, right now the government in Russia has aligned itself with Iran and China as part of kind of a global anti-imperialist alliance, but they will certainly be under pressure from the United States and they will be under threat. And Snowden needs to move on. He needs to get to some place where he'll be safer. And you know, it certainly will be an issue, and Russia will certainly have pressure put on it because the U.S. really doesn't want people to hear what Mr. Snowden has to say, and they're really threatened by the truth, which is revealing the reality, which is that all over the world, the billions of people, they're striving for peace, for jobs, for democracy, for equality, but there's a very small group of people with billions of dollars that are holding on to their wealth and power and are pushing society towards war and fascism. And he has vital information exposing their lies and their plans, and they would really like to silence him and keep that information to themselves.
Will Snowden be an inspiration for other whistleblowers now, or perhaps will others be put off by the fact that he faces a very difficult and uncertain future?
Well, the fact that, you know, what's happening to Bradley Manning right now. Bradley Manning, you know, is facing all this persecution, yet millions of people around the world think Bradley Manning is a hero. They look up to him and admire him. The fact that, you know what's happened with Julian Assange, who is also a hero to millions of people. Millions of people oppose what's going on. They oppose the direction society is going in, and they're in motion, and they look at these people as heroes, and there's only going to be more of this. Information is free. We're in a new age, and just as the feudal kings and queens of the times past were brought down by the invention of the printing press, the computers and the internet and the freedom of information that resulted from that is very much going to bring down the capitalist ruling class with the bankers and with their wealth, because now information is available and everyone can see that the emperor has no clothes and the struggle is exploding and people are in the streets, and it's only a matter of time. There will be many
this all
more
seems to be all about the US. Assange, Bradley Manning, now Snowden, all targeting the US for allegedly what they see as wrongdoings. Surely other countries have things to hide, don't they? Why is it just the US?
Well, they do, but everyone knows that it's the U.S. that is the center of the world capitalist economy. It's Wall Street. It's the bankers. They're the ones who run the world. It's the U.S. Pentagon. It's the U.S. military machine that dominates NATO and other forces. I mean, the center of power in the world, the center of economic and political power, is in the United States, and they have the most to hide. They've engaged in the most brutal crimes compared to any other ruling class, and so that's why they've been the focus of these revelations.
And yet, many see what Snowden done is a brutal crime itself. He's a traitor, he's betraying his country and perhaps laying it open to terrorist attacks.
I don't think he's a traitor. I think he's loyal. He's loyal to the people of the world. He sees what's going on with children being killed with drones, with innocent people being slaughtered, with starvation, with all these crimes that continue, and he's daring to stand up and expose them. And that's a heroic thing. And I don't think we should let patriotism and just wave the flag and all of that. If innocent people are being killed, every moral human being has a duty to speak out against it and to oppose that. He's doing the right thing, and I think he should be honored by anyone in the world for what he's doing.
Maupin, thanks very much indeed for your thoughts there from the International Action Centre Anti-War Group. Thanks.